Hi YouTube, Timothy Unkert here. In this video, we're going to create a quadratic calculator that takes in the first coefficient, the middle coefficient, and the last constant of a quadratic in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and figures out the real solutions if there are real solutions, and then tells you if they're not real solutions, tells you there's no real solutions. We're doing this in Python. So I created two files, one a main.py, and then the other one is called quadratic.py. I'm in the quadratic.py file, and I'm going to create a class, and we'll call that quadratic. And then we'll create a dunder init method that'll run every time a new instance of the class is created. We'll pass in self, and then A, B, and C. And we'll say self.a equals A, self.b equals B, and self.c equals C. We'll also create a variable called self.discriminant, and that'll be equal to the discriminant, which is self.b times self.b minus 4 times self.a times self.c. Okay, and that'll be that dunder init method, and that'll run every time a class is created. So if I say something like print init method runs, and then what I do is I go over to my main.py file, and then let's create a new class. Let's call it quadratic underscore 1 equals quadratic, and you see here that it's giving me an import statement here, a PyCharm from quadratic, import the quadratic class. So we're going to now put in the values. Let's just put in 1, 1, and 1. And let's run this. And we get a init method run. So it's just proof there that the init method will run as soon as a new instance of the class is created. Okay, I'm going to go back to my quadratics file. And let's get rid of that line. One sec here. All right, so now I want to create a new method. Let's call it type of solutions, and pass in self. Okay, so we pass in the instance, and we're going to say if self.discriminant is greater than 0, we're going to return you have unique real solutions, and then we'll do an elif self.discriminant double equals 0. We'll return you have one real solution, and if neither of these conditions are met, we'll just return that you have no real solutions. Okay, the other thing I want to do is I want to go up here and I want to give some default parameters for A, B, and C in case someone doesn't enter them. So I'll say A equals 1, B equals 1, and C equals 1. Okay, so now let's go back to our main.py file, and let's get rid of that, and let's just say quadratic 1 equals quadratic. We'll pass in 1, 6, 6, and 9, and then we'll print quadratic 1 dot types of solutions. Okay, so if I run this, I should get one real solution. And there you go. It says you have one real solution. Okay. Next thing I want to do is I want to actually calculate the solutions. Okay, and return them. So let's go back to the quadratics file here. And let's go down and create a method. We'll call it return solutions. And we'll pass in self. And let's say if self.discriminant is greater than 0, we want to return, actually, we're going to return solution 1, right? Because they're going to be different. So if it's greater than 0, we'll return we'll say something like the first solution, and let's make this an F string. The first solution is, and then here we'll do a -1 times self.b minus, let's all do this in parentheses, so hold on, put a parentheses around that, minus self.discriminant, close out the parentheses, and we'll divide by 2 times self.a, okay? Okay, so the first solution is that, okay? If, or let's do an elif self dot discriminant double equals 0, then we're going to return just the solution is, because there'll only be one solution. The solution is, and we'll just do, because the discriminant is going to be 0, we'll just do -1 times self dot b, and we'll divide that by 2 times self dot a, and that'll be our solution. Okay, the solution is that. Otherwise, we're not going to return anything because there are no real solutions. Okay, so what I'm going to do actually, so let me copy this and paste it down here, and I'm going to call this solution 2. And the one thing I have to change, well, a couple things I want to change. So we're just going to change that to a plus, and we don't need these 2 last lines there. Okay, because I don't want this to run if we have, if we only have one solution. Okay, so now let's go back to the main. And all right, so now that we've tested some of the stuff, let's get rid of these lines here. And what we'll do is we'll print out welcome to the quadratic calculator. Okay, and we'll say something like this program calculates real solutions of quadratics in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 if they exist. Okay, and then we'll print some kind of line separator here. Okay, and let's now create a variable. Let's call it calculate, or let's just call it more underscore quadratics, and we'll set it equal to y. Okay, and we'll say while more underscore quadratics double equals y, then what we'll do is we'll try, we'll say coef1 equals int, so we're getting integer input, and then we'll say enter the coefficient, the first coefficient as an integer. We'll put in parentheses a as an integer. Leave a space, okay? And then I'm going to do I'll paste that line, and we'll call this coef2, and change this to second coefficient. All right, and then we'll do constant 1 equals int input. We'll say enter the constant C as an integer. Okay, now if that doesn't work, we'll accept a value error. So if they don't enter an integer, and we'll print something like, you must enter an integer. And then below that, we'll just type continue. So it'll start again, okay? All right, then we'll ask them, well, we want to make sure to get out of this while loop. So we want to ask them if they want more quadratics. So we'll say more quadratics equals input. Do you want to enter another quadratic? And we'll do y/n and a space there, okay? So now now that we have all those values, once we get the values in, what we can do is now we can create an instance of the class quadratic. So we can say your underscore quadratic equals, we'll call the quadratic class and we'll pass in coef1, coef2, and constant 1. Okay, then what we want to do is we want to print, let's do quadratics, or no, we'll do your quadratic dot types of solutions. And then we'll say if your quadratic dot discriminant is greater than 0, we'll print your quadratic dot return solution 1. Let's copy that line and also do it for solution 2 because that should have 2 solutions. And then we'll do an elif your quadratic dot discriminant double equals 0. Then we'll just print your quadratic dot return solution 1. Okay, let's test the program right now and see how it's going. Okay, so welcome to the quadratic calculator. This program calculates real-time solutions of quadratics in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 if they exist. Enter the first coefficient a as an integer. Okay, I probably should leave a space there. Let's do 1. Enter the second coefficient as an integer. So I'm going to enter 6, but I'm going to type it. So it says you must enter an integer, then it goes back and enter the first one. So 1, let's do 6, and let's do 9. So that should have one real solution. You have one real solution. The real solution is negative 3.0. Do you want to enter another quadratic? Let's say yes. So enter the first coefficient a as an integer. Let's do 1. We'll do the second one 6. Third one 8. That should have 2 solutions. Okay, so you have 2 unique solutions. The first solution is negative 5.0. And that says the first solution is negative 1.0. So let's get out of this. I have a couple things to fix. So what I'm going to do is go back to the quadratics file. And I just copied this real quick. So return solution 2, this should be second solution. Okay, the other thing here, let me go back to the main.py. When I'm asking for the input of A, okay, it should have a space there. All right, let's try and run this again. Enter the first coefficient as an integer. So 1. Okay, there, yeah, now it's showing the space. Okay, 1. Let's do 6. Let's do 8. That should have 2 solutions. It's giving me the 2 solutions are negative 5 and negative 1. That's not correct. So I want to escape out of this. Let's go back to the quadratics.py and let's see. So the first solution was, we're looking at the discriminant self.b times self.b minus 4ac. That should work. And then self.b minus self.ah. All right, so what I have to do is I have to do math.pow, which I forgot to do. And we're going to take the square root of this. Okay, and I want to do that here as well. Math.pow, and take the square root of the discriminant, so 0.5 there. Now let's see. So if I hover over here, let's go import math. Okay, so now that should be good. All right, now let's try it again. So I'm going to go back to main.py and run it. All right, so let's try 1, 6, and 8. You have two unique real solutions, -4 and -2. Let's try another one. Let's do 1, 6, and 9. You have one unique solution. The solution is -3.0. Let's try one more. We'll do 4, 9, and 3. Okay, so now we're getting, one thing we're getting is we're getting a lot of decimals there. We want to round it. Let's try one more. Let's do 1, 2, and 3. You have no real solutions. Okay, so that's working. Let's get out of there and let's just fix up the presentation a little bit. So I'll go back to the quadratics.py file, and when I get the solution, I'm going to pass it into the round function here, and we'll round it to 2 decimal places. We'll do that for both of these. Okay, and then go back to main.py and let's run it. All right, so let's do, I don't know, I did 4, 9, and 2 or something like that. Okay, so now it looks like it's rounding. Let's try it again. Let's do 4, I think 9, and 4. Okay, so we're getting -1.64, -0.61. Looks like it's working. And there we go. We've got our little program that calculates the solutions to a quadratic if you have real solutions. Using classes and bringing in and creating instances of classes and using various functions. Hopefully this video inspired you to make a program like yourself or something that you use for yourself and you learned a little something. If you like this video, give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Hope to see you in the next one.